Daily Word, August 27th, 1947. Through my understanding of God's love and truth, I am comforted and sustained in every experience. An understanding of the truth that life is eternal, the realization that God's loving presence is ever with us, sustains and strengthens us in time of grief or seeming loss. Persons without this understanding are sometimes defeated by grief, wasting months, even years of their lives because of their inability to meet the experience understandingly. While human grief is an emotional release, it must be understood in the light of truth if it is to bring enrichment rather than devastation. The understanding that there is never an end to life, to the goodness of God, enables us to look past the appearance of loss, to know that each life contributes in a measure to the sum total of good. An understanding of truth helps us to meet every experience courageously, to rise out of grief or regret, and to carry on our lives in a way that enriches and blesses us and those about us. From the Gospel of John, chapter 14. And he shall give you another comforter, that he may be with you forever, even in the Spirit of truth. God is good. All the time. And all the time, God is good. So today's service is about celebration of life, and it is about this idea that grief, too, is part of our spiritual practice. There is no emotion that we have that we can't bring to an awareness of love, an awareness of the divine presence, to make holy and sacred a part of our everyday spiritual practice. You know, since the beginning of time, philosophers, religion, shamans, priests, scientists, and the more recent couple of 100 years have been asking three big questions. Where did we come from? What are we doing here? And where are we going? So what do you think happens when we die? I'm going to take answers. I will repeat them on the mic. So where do you think, Monica?
We believe our spirit lives on eternally, and yes, we meet with our Creator.
Yes, that you believe you meet with the Creator, our spirit lives on eternally. Not everybody believes that. Who believes differently? Well, come on, somebody has a reincarnation belief.
Oh.
Thank you, Eric.
Or your evolution when you reincarnate.
We'll come back there. Is that a reincarnation, Eric?
I feel your spirit can have a choice of times. You might stay with Source, or you might come back to the physical body.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that we might have a choice, that we get to choose to come back and reincarnate in the body, or may just stay with spirit. What was I heard a voice over here.
I believe it depends on where you are in your evolution. Sometimes you need to come back to learn more lessons, or you may choose to come back to help and teach. And in that situation, you're not required to come back or whatever. You come back to teach and help, or you stay with spirit. But at that point, you have a choice. So it just depends on where you are in that evolutionary process.
Thank you. So that's much like what Eric said, except that we might choose to come back just to be a teacher. So that in the Buddhist sense would be called the bodhisattva, the person who is living to be the teacher, not to gain enlightenment, but to be here for others' enlightenment. Any other beliefs? Anybody believe we just die and go away? Except, nothing wrong with that. There are some. Do I see a face nodding or no?
No, I was in agreement that there's definitely.
Definitely people who believe that.
Sure.
Right. Yeah?
I was gonna say, it depends on what day, actually.
Yes, yes, on some days. Well, it's gonna be over one day. Yes.
I think that we live on in other people's memories and hearts, and in the environment where we've lived, that there are spirits still living there. We are part of that spirit.
Mhm. So that we live on in memories, that we live on in the environment, but that we are not living on. Is that true? Yeah, you don't know. I personally have had a lot of different beliefs. And I'm going to guess that there's somebody here who must believe in heaven, in a place called heaven. We can't have a room full of people like this and not have somebody. There's somebody. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. So there's this idea that there's a place that we go, that we get to incarnate in a body of sorts and live in perfect health and perfect harmony with other people. And there are many people who have had near-death experiences with many different reports. Right? So Unity's official stance on life after death is yes. Yes. Sue.
Just how maybe our beliefs define what we get.
Maybe our beliefs define what we get. So that was one of the beliefs I stayed with for about 10 years. I liked that one a lot, that wherever we are in consciousness when we die, that's what we get to take with us. So you gotta be careful. Don't want to be there everlasting sometimes, right? Jim.
Well, I believe in heaven, but I don't believe in hell. I want to be on record.
Yes.
I believe that physics teaches us that energy cannot die, it only transforms, and so I believe we transform into another form of energy that is accessible to those with whom we are connected, still in the physical.
I'm in that boat today.
Yes.
I am absolutely in that boat personally today, but that doesn't mean I've always been there.
When I'm at my spiritual best, which is tiny moments, but I feel more connected to my husband than I ever did when he was here, because he's always there for me, and he's not at work or busy or whatever.
We know that we are made up of energy, right? There is, scientists prove, it's not just a theory, that we have energy flowing through our bodies to make these bodies animate. And then sometimes science says, and that's all it is, but that energy does go somewhere.
One of my sons said this.
Dog sons, it's easy to confuse them.
Brian says hunting dog is really his dad, or something like that.
Yeah, so that maybe even reincarnate. Charles Fillmore said, "We believe the repeated incarnations of man to be a merciful provision of our loving Father to the end that all may have the opportunity to attain immortality through regeneration as did Jesus." This idea that we live, our energy lives on, that maybe it moves into another body, is one that our co-founder was absolutely grounded in, and that we are open. I think that one of the most important things about unity for me is that Charles and Myrtle Fillmore were just intent on allowing science to be science and then adjusting our religious and spiritual beliefs around fact. That there didn't have to be an argument between the two. Now, I don't know if Charles Fillmore today, if he were to be here, would say, yep, reincarnation's a thing, unless you're out there. Nobody's messing up, okay. But I think that the deal about being open to whatever the belief is that feels true to you, that when you pray and you seek the answer to that question, because all of humanity has that question, whatever it is that the Spirit, the Comforter that we read about from John, whatever that reveals to you, that is the most important piece. Oftentimes I get up here and I say, yeah, this is, blah, blah, blah. and I need you to know that that's what Spirit has revealed to me, and that it may not be the same for you. That this is the great meaning of a unity community, that we have a diverse understanding of what it means to live, to die, to be in spiritual communion with the world during this relative experience. And that in them we do have different meanings, different understandings, that we share a lot in common. And that we can and choose to be loving and supportive of one another on this spiritual journey together. Does that sound all right to you?
Yes.
So today, I want to take the opportunity, since All Saints Day came 2 days ago, to invite us into truly honoring the lives of those that have gone on before us. I put up pictures today of those who have been leaders in our community who have passed on. I put up a picture of Bill Fisher. For those of you who don't know, he was our music director for many years. Of Ruth Gregory, who I think she'd been here for 40 years as a member. Jim Kiefer, who just recently passed, a man who lived with cancer for 30 years because of his positive prayer practice. At least that's what he said. And over here I have a picture of Audrey Higby, who just passed in the last month. Audrey Higby has been a member of Unity of Olympia for a long, long time. And every summer she would grace our platform with absolutely gorgeous dahlias, flowers from her garden. Each of these members brought something and gave it here. And though they're not in their bodies anymore, what they gave is still here. The energy, the love, the peace, And I'm guessing that that might be true for each of you, for all of the people who have passed in your lives. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move into a time of ceremony. Get a lighter. Janine's going to play some music for us. And I'm going to invite you forward to pick up a candle and light it. And then if you would like, you may speak the name of your loved one who's passed into the mic. You're not required to. Be careful when lighting candles, don't burn yourself. Place the candles toward the back of the plate, safety first. And then if you'd like to speak the name of your loved one here into this mic, that would be great. And then I'm going to ask you to go around that way. We have a couple of prayer chaplains, or at least one. Oh, no, we do have 2 prayer chaplains who have agreed to be available to pray with you if you would like that. And we're just going to move this into ceremony. So as you feel called, Janine's going to play a song, and then she's going to just do background music. And then as you feel called, you can come forward, light a candle, speak the name of your loved one, and return to your seat. Pray if you wish.
I'm lighting my angels, my angels, my angels. I'm inviting my angels to comfort me right
Tasha.
My sister Debbie that died October 1st.
Bernard, Evelyn, Harlan.
my mother Marjorie, my mother-in-law Evelyn, my Aunt Helen, all died within the last few months.
My husband Roland and my daughter Kim.
Das für Onkel Hans.
My grandmother Ruth and my dad Harry.
husband Warren, and my parents Ann and Oscar. My husband Floyd, mother and dad, Edith and Graham.